Hi everyone, I'm Nadia, and in today's video, my mom is making a beautiful ocean-themed serving board. The first thing that she's doing is flipping the board to the back to add liquid latex around the edges. This is so that when the resin flows over the board, it won't cure onto the back side of the board and makes cleaning up a lot easier. With the silicone makeup brush, she spreads the liquid latex to the edges. Once the latex is dry, she flips the board over and starts mixing her Part A and Part B resin. And she separates it into smaller cups to add the pigments. With some clear resin, she roughly outlines where she wants her shoreline to begin. The first pigment she's going to be using is by Just Resin in the shade Steel Blue. She makes sure to stir it well in the container before taking a small amount on her wooden stick to mix into the resin. In her next cup, she's going to be adding Delphin Color Shift Pearl by Depon. To slightly lighten it, she's going to be adding Resin Pro's white pigment, which, as you can tell by the bottle, has been used many times. Making resin art sure can be messy. She adds a few drops and stirs it together well. And she decided to add a little bit more of the Delphin Color Shift Pearl. And now she's ready to start pouring the two pigments that she mixed onto the board. For her third and darkest color, she's going to be using Ultramarine Blue by Just Resin. And she mixes it into the same cup where she previously mixed Just Resin's Steel Blue, so this cup is a mixture of the two pigments. She uses her silicone makeup brush to spread and blend the resin. And she's using a torch gun to pop any air bubbles. She comes back the next day when the first layer has hardened to do another layer with the waves. She already mixed her resin and she starts to separate it into smaller cups to add the pigments. Again, she'll be using Just Resin's Ultramarine Blue, which is a transparent pigment. Once it's mixed well, she starts to pour it onto the top of the board. And she pours clear resin right below. She uses the torch gun to pop any air bubbles before she takes her silicone makeup brush to blend everything together. Now she starts to mix in her white pigment for the waves, and she's using Just Resin's Titanium White. With the leftover resin she has, she pours it into a small coaster mold. And she adds some glitter into the center. Once her small coaster mold is done, she's ready to start pouring her white pigmented resin onto the board. To achieve nice lacing, it's important to wait until your resin has slightly thickened. And with a heat gun, she blows out the waves. When she's done with the heat gun, she goes over it with the torch gun, which, as you can see, causes more lacing to open up. Here's the clip of my mom demolding the small coaster she made. She added a layer of certified food-safe resin, and here's the final product. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Follow me on my Instagram, Summer Girl Designs, and my mom's Instagram, Wild Heart Resin Art.